Unfortunately, I think for the average Missourian, it is not a pretty picture. Some of the bills that have made their way through the legislative process in the Senate, Senate Bill 19, which, as you know, is already signed into law, the so-called Right to Work bill, an open attack on men and women of organized labor. Senate Bill 43, which makes it harder for victims of discrimination to seek justice and rolls back the clock on worker protections, especially for women and people of color. Senate Bill 45, which makes it easier to take away an employee's right to his or her day in court. Senate Bill 66, which makes it harder for workers injured on the job to receive fair compensation. Senate Bill 182, another attack on working families by undermining public labor agreements. House Bill 153, which makes it more difficult and more expensive for those seeking justice to try to use an expert witness or to have to pay to ensure that an expert witness is qualified according to a judge. And this week it was Senate Bill 251, which we call paycheck deception, another special interest bill that takes aim at working families. So when it comes to teachers, mental health workers, first responders, they were the targets this week and this legislative session. And let's be clear, continued attacks on our unions will not create another job. Going after teachers doesn't make our schools stronger, and stepping on workers' constitutional rights won't lift them up from being among the lowest state workers in the country. So the question is, what good or what harm is being done to the people of Missouri? If you're an average, everyday Missourian, I think that you're seeing a lot of harm come out of these bills. If you're a special interest, if you're a corrupt business, if you're powerful or well-connected, there has been plenty of good stuff that's been happening for you in this legislative session. So I'm hopeful that the second half of the session will take us in a different direction, a more positive one for the everyday Missourians who sent us here to legislate on their behalves.